Hi everyone, it's Robin. Today is Monday, January 26th, and I came home from work. I was not feeling all that great this morning, so took a little nap and some medicine, and so I feel better. Um, I got my newest yarn box. Um, I did open it. As you know, I had a disappointing December yarn box, the beige. Yeah, it's still there, by the way. Haven't touched it. So I was so excited to get this. I'm like, oh, they couldn't do it to me again. They wouldn't do it to me again, you know. I'll get a better one this time. And I even made like another video, but I didn't dye my hair yet, and I was looking pretty rough. So I figured after watching that again, it's like, wow, I'll make another one. So anyway, I did the whole unveiling or whatever. This is what I got this month. This is Baby Sick. This is green and orange and yellow, and it is really gross looking. I'm not a huge, I like jewel tones, and this is when I did yarn box, I said I want bright colors. I don't like neutrals. They're boring and they're hard for me to work with. Anyway, this yarn is soft. It's softer than the beige, so I will use it. It's by Feederbrook Farm. It's 100% blue-faced Leicester wool, and it just says the colorway is D for Jerry, Baby Sick. And I got two hanks of this, and it has 260 yards a piece. So 520 yards of something. As you know, I've been talking about the Tea Cozy Long that I joined with Tilly Trout, and I've been a bad group member because it seems like whenever I join something, then I lose immediate interest in it, and or some kind of issue comes up, and or I feel like really, and Tilly Trout's group is nothing like that. It's the pressure I put on myself, not the pressure that she puts on everybody. She's so supportive. Everybody in the group is. I haven't come across anybody with negativity, and that's really awesome. But with my, this is one side of my Tea Cozy. So I need to make another one of those. Now this is my third attempt. And then I even changed teapots because the cozy that I kept making is not the shape of the teapot. And then I tried to make a rosebud, which looks nothing like a rosebud, and I should know better. I cannot do things the first time out of the gate. It always takes at least 2 to 3, sometimes more, for me to get what I need to make and then to be able to do it. So this is my first attempt at a rose. I didn't even try a leaf yet. Maybe this weekend. I don't have any plans yet this weekend, and I'll be able to stay home all day Saturday and mess around with it. But while I was this weekend, what I worked on as my daughter-in-law, she asked me if I could make her some hand warmers, arm warmers, on fingerless mitts. And she even said I had a specific pattern. It was stripy mitts by Sandra Paul. I don't know. It's free on Ravelry, and it's on my project page on Ravelry. And it was crochet. And crocheting animals I'm okay with, and crocheting garments. I had to make 3. The first one was totally bad. It started out, you had to chain. It's really odd how it's anyway. You had to chain 38, and then you started 2 chains from the hook, so that would mean 36. Well, I didn't get 36 the first time. I got 35. Like, oh well, I'll go with that. Well, it like that. The sides, I can't get the sides. I don't know when, when the last stitch is. So I put that one aside and I started another one, and I was able to get 36 each time, which is fine. It was very hard. They wanted to, and I had to change color every row. And at first I had like the first one, it had tons of knots everywhere on the ends where I was, changing colors, and it was like disgusting. And then I tried to weave in the ends, and I did on one side, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to take me 3 years to do. So I was watching on I was looking around on YouTube, and Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, he had how to change colors, and I was like, maybe I've watched these before, but maybe I'll watch it again. And I did, and he had a new way of changing colors where you didn't have knots. It was great. And so I used that. And anyway, long story short is I got them done. But um, this particular pattern had buttons along the sides, here, 7 of them, and then you had to make buttonholes, and I managed to do that fine. But and I went out and I bought a bunch of buttons, and they wanted 3/8-inch buttons. I bought 3/8-inch buttons, and I sewed them on, and keeps popping off, yeah. And then so I put it on, and I buttoned it up, and I didn't have a long sleeve shirt on, and it fit fine. My daughter-in-law is thinner than I am, so that I'm sort of worried. And I told her, I gave them to her. I said, I hope you like them. I said, and if the button thing is too much of a pain, I'm pretty sure that Joann's has little dots, Velcro dots that I'll just sew on, and you can just use Velcro, even though the Velcro will tear up the yarn sooner or later. But I found this other pattern. It's a free pattern, of course. I do buy patterns though sometimes. I just bought one by Kate Davies called Warrington. It's a Tilly Trout made it. It was a sweater, and it was no sew sweater. So I'm gonna make that. I really am. But I need to buy lots of yarn. Anyway, this one is called Susie Rogers Reading Mitts. I don't know if you can see the detail. Probably not. I don't have any lights on. I mean, it's the middle of the day. It's 12:44 here, and this is red. That shows better in red. Still a newbie, really, at knitting and stuff, but I'm pretty proud of these. The only thing is this right here does not look the best. It looks a little squashed and wonky and stuff, but the thumbnail, I think, turned out pretty good. So here it is. All right. Not bad. A little long, but I did she said to knit 5 inches from turning round or desired length. Well, it's 5 inches from here to, I think, here. No. Anyway, it's 5 inches. So I did that one. I got one done, and cast on for the second one. So that's in my, this is the newest bag that I made. Springtime. This is a drawstring bag. This pattern, I was watching Whitney Sews. She talks very, very loud on her, anyway, but she's younger than I am and she knows her way around a sewing machine. So, and another person I've subscribed to and I've been watching online her name is Debbie Shore, and she's sewing, and I really, really would love to sew, get to where I know what I'm doing in sewing. I always have. I did quilt for a long time, but quilting, it's not really like sewing. It is, but yeah, it's just different. So anyway, she's like big into bags, and I'm like, I have this beautiful, beautiful Japanese or Oriental type material, and I made through her, video. I made a bag. Isn't that koi? Isn't that beautiful? And it's not really true. The green, it's a muted green and browns. And so this would be the top. It has, I even put in the zip. It's a really big one too. Look at how big that zipper is. And it's lined. I think the next bag I'm going to make, and I am going to make a next bag, is I have some beautiful blue. Oh my gosh, it's like gorgeous blue. And I think it's some kind of flower. No. It's really, really small, tiny. You really have to look. It's like blue and silver. I'm going to make a bag out of that. Oh, I think that's pretty cool. Thing is, though, I'm going to get some interfacing, and I'm going to make it like thicker because this doesn't have any interfacing whatsoever in it. See, I mean, I must have liked it because I made it, and I'm going to carry it around. This is like my purse. But see how big this pocket is, 9 by 8.5. And the panels are 11.5, but no, it's 13 inches by 18.5 inches long. So that's a pretty big size pocket. And there was no pockets on the lining. I think the pocket should be on the inside, on the lining. So the next one I make, I may have a pocket on the outside. I'm not sure. But I'm definitely going to have at least two pockets on the inside lining. It depends because the material that I'm going to use is just gorgeous. It's really, really pretty, and it's some of my quilting material. I have tons of it, and so yeah. And it was so odd because maybe it was just a psychological thing, but my sewing machine. I told you my sewing machine went on the fritz, and my friend, she let me borrow one of hers, and it's a brother, and all it does is straight stitch it. And I didn't really know what that meant until I went looking for the zigzag stitch to strengthen up these seams. Doesn't have it. We went down to Middlefield this weekend to drop my machine off to Al in Middlefield, but Al is Amish, and the Amish people go to Florida in January in Ohio. So it looks like I'm going to have to wait till February to drop my machine off. But that's okay. It's another reason to go down to Amish country. I found, she showed me best candy making shop, and it's run by Amish people, Amish ladies. Oh my Lord. Oh, it is so good. They have tons and tons of, I'm really surprised at the samples that they had. They had almost samples of everything that they sold. And, well, it worked because I bought a bunch of stuff. So it'll just give me a reason to go down there again and spend lots of money. But that's okay. My yarn diet is still working. I haven't bought any yarn whatsoever. I've been using what I have, and making things work as far as that goes. And I've decided, I was telling the BF, I decided that when my first goal is made, that, excuse me, um, I'm going to treat myself to a skein of Miss Babs biker chick. I like that color. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I dyed the hair the big BF dyed the hair for me. I got a new dye this time. It's non-ammonia. It's supposed to be gentler on my hair, because I dye my hair so much that my hair does get quite, I mean, even though I condition it every single time and I deep condition it, it can get dry and it looks like a brownish haystack after a while. But this stuff, it's not making it, because he scrubbed it in. I mean, he just massaged it in like crazy and really did a wonderful job of putting it in. But I have washed out some of it already, and the gray's coming back. It's supposed to last for 28 shampoos. I don't see how in the world they could say it could last for 28 shampoos. That's not lasting 28 shampoos. It's just not. So I don't. I haven't been crocheting any on my animals or toys because I've been working on the fingerless mitts and my bags. So I guess I gotta finish that reindeer. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, the head. I like the antlers this time. And I did finish the body, but I started on the legs, and it's like, oh, that's all I got left is the legs. And just Sona's got to just do it. But I didn't do the legs right because I didn't start out with the little Bigfoot pattern like I was going to do, and I just followed her pattern, and that's not going to work. They're too spindly, and they don't hold the shape well or anything. So I'm going to tear those out and then try again. So that'll be something to do during the week. What else is going on? It's really quiet here during the day. The BF is taking a nap. Really disgusted with that yarn box. Really, really, really disgusted with the yarn box. I've seen other unveilings, people on yarn. And it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. Some of it's variegated, this one woman, she opened up and it was burgundy. It was so deep burgundy red. It was so gorgeous. And I'm just like, I get baby sick green. We're not happy. Well, can't think of anything else to say. So, I've subscribed to a couple new knitting podcasts. I heard you say that you had learned to continental knit from Kat Bordy, I think it was. And so I watched a video on hers, and I've been practicing a little bit on continental because they say it's faster. I don't know if it's faster or not. Is it really faster? But then again, it's like, well, you know what? You need to just practice your technique regularly before you start a new technique, don't you think? I mean, I haven't even finished. Well, I have finished one pair of socks, but I don't wear them because they're too small. I mean, you have to get your technique down before you start messing around with it. So, and it's not easy. It's not easy to hold the yarn in the left hand and then keep your fingers like, you got to keep the yarn taut. You got to do the U. You got to do a U. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope everyone has a good week. Bye.